Hello and welcome to this travel episode with me, Nyasha K. Mutizwa. Now, in Uganda, the Ministry of Tourism has resolved to promote the Bamasaba cultural circumcision ceremony, also known as Imbalu, as one of its tourist attractions. The festival takes place every even year from August and lasts 4 months. Unlike in other African areas where circumcision is carried out indoors with few associates present, the Bamasaba or the Bagishu carry out the cutting without anesthesia and also in public, which allows tourists to attend. According to the Ugandan Tourism Board, more than 30,000 people showed up for 3 days of festivities in 2016. So how does the ceremony actually work? Well, the Bamasaba, young and old, pitch camp at the Mutoto cultural site 2 kilometers from Mbale town. The elders must check the candidates for the ritual to see whether they are real Bagishu. The candidates are put in the middle of a crowd, potentially 30,000, singing and dancing the traditional Kadodi dance. The candidate is provided with a stick, and in the case where he lets the stick fall, he is considered a coward. In Bagishu, there's a specific trained cultural man that is supposed to carry out the circumcision. Once the candidate is looking up in the sky, the cultural man appears to carry out the practice in less than 20 seconds. And if the candidate does not scream or make any sound that shows that he is feeling pain, he is considered to be a true strong man, and he is given cows as a start upon his new life. Now let's get more insight from a journalist from the Bamasaba tribe, Dennis Woniala. Thank you for joining us. We want to know, Dennis, circumcision ceremonies are common all over Uganda and the continent. So what is it about this particular ceremony that is attracting people to the Mbale region?
One of the things that makes it special is the fact that we use a big knife sharpened on both edges. In simple terms, I would say boys go live. It causes terrible pain on the candidate as they endure. And another aspect, the Imbalu is carried out in stages. Usually a candidate is prepared just a few days before the actual ceremony takes place. Things like kamalwa, which is a mixture of millet and banana, is brewed. Hundreds of flocks are slaughtered throughout this festive season. Our family, clan members and friends dance until the ceremony is concluded in order to boost the candidate's morale. Government needs to increase funding for both the tourism sector to empower cultural institutions. This same funding will also be used to set up cultural sites to preserve the culture, tourism for future generations, so that tourists, when they come, there is at least a favorable environment for them to actually have the best experience of their life. Another aspect is government should set up a fully fledged Ministry of Culture to support activities such as Imbalu that have tourism potential.
One last question. What can the Bamasaba Cultural Institution and the community itself do to further market this activity and the Mbale region as a tourism attraction?
The Bamasaba Cultural Institution, much as we are, or much as they are waiting for government to come in and give a hand, they should also work hard to strive and see that they collect money within the institution, the kingdom itself, and build these cultural institutions like the palace, infrastructure around the sites will go a long way in promoting this activity, but also engaging stakeholders, engaging people in the tourism sector. This would go a long way, both within the region, but also on the international level.
I see. Well, thank you for that, Dennis Woniala, for joining us from Kampala in Uganda. So tourism is one of the biggest industries in Uganda, but the East African nation has also been losing an estimated $1 million a day due to the fighting in neighboring South Sudan. There are high hopes, rather, that this biannual circumcision ceremony can help fuel tourism and bring more funds to this specific region. The Tourism Board has yet to set aside the funds or find investors necessary to develop a tourist center. Well, that's the end of this travel episode, but let's carry on the discussions on social media at Nyasha K. Mutizwa. I am Nyasha K. Mutizwa. Until next time.